Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Dragon Quest V. Last episode we stopped at Heven. We found a magic key and a magic carpet. Somebody's going to tell us to pick them up in the day here, now we can talk with everybody. But I wanted to do it while it was night, it was something to do during the last episode. But if you didn't pick them up, someone will tell you about them and why you need them. But first we're going to talk with the elders here and find out more about our quest. So, there's the guards that were blocking the way during the nighttime. So let's go talk with the elders, see what they have to say. We welcome you all, being the son of the great Lady Martha and his friends. We've been expecting you for some time now. Once we truly despised Lord Pappas for stealing away our great lady, but you, being product of Martha and Pappas' love, have committed no crime against us. So to you we will explain all. In ancient times, God divided our world into three parts: the heavens where he himself lives, the earth where humans live, and the dark world where evil creatures were sealed away. So these three worlds would never collide. God created gatekeepers to each realm. Those gatekeepers are none other than us, the people of Heven. However, when your mother Martha was born, this ability within her was powerful beyond any that we had seen before. No doubt the monsters kidnapped Lady Martha in hopes to force her to open the gates of the dark world for them. I am able to sense certain things. As the years pass, the gates of the dark world are forced open wider and wider. If this continues, a great beast from the darkness will make its way into our world. Before that can happen, Lady Martha must be rescued and the gate must be resealed. Being child of the great Lady Martha, only you have the power to save her. You have the blood of Heven, were once able to freely open and close the gates between the worlds. With the passage of time, such powers became weaker and weaker. Alright. So we got to, like our father Pappas was saying, we need to find Lady Martha, our mother. They are apparently trying to use her to get her way into this world. No, we're not related to Lady Martha. Was I hearing things? Yes, you were. You were hearing the truth, because I just told a fib. Not fibs like present fibs. But so this guy is the one who tells us that if we want to continue our adventure, we're going to need the magic key and the magic carpet. We already got them. You can see to the left was where the magic key was. Up to the north there is the magic carpet. Being pure in the jar, we got a small medal. We also have another small medal in Barongo's inventory that we got from defeating one of those mimics. So we're going to have to go to the Metal King and turn in that medal, because they don't go back when we send something else. Other medals that we find. The defense seed, we'll give that to Bean. Inventory getting full up. The intelligence seed I'll give to Cosmo. I'll save Scum to get the max 3 points on that between episodes. So the defense seed always gives 4, so no need to just use that as soon as I get it. And we're going to head on down. We're going to buy some weapons. We have a whole bunch of armor that we can buy, but it's really, really expensive, and we just don't have the funds to do that. We are going to be getting some funds, though, because I'll be hunting down some different monsters. And then we'll also be doing a lot of backtracking with the magic key now. We can go to a bunch of the old cities and towns we were in, and we can get some treasure there. We won't need the Iron Helmet, because one of the places we'll be going back to in this episode is Telepador, where the Zenithian Helm is. And now that we know that Cosmo is the legendary hero, he should be able to get that Zenithian Helm, and that'll be his final headgear for the game. So, basically all he will need will be then the Zenithian armor. But for now, we're just going to get some weapons. We're going to get this Warhammer for Sancho, and we're going to get an Ice Blade for Barongo. The Steel Whip will help increase Harriet, but Harriet's mainly like sitting in the caravan for now. And when she does come into the party, she's going to be using her spells. So I'm not going to really worry about getting her weapons for a while. And plus we can get an extra scene with the staff of Source if we keep that in our inventory. So yeah, I'm just going to have her just keep that staff equipped. Get sell the sledgehammer, the Sword of Temptation. She can also equip that. Good single target attack. Confuse an enemy when it hits, but once again, not really worth the money. because like I said, much of the money that we need is going to basically have to go to better armor. Once you have the magic carpet, you can actually go to this one dungeon and get Bean's best armor. If you have the magic carpet, you can freely travel over fields, lakes, and the sea. We can't fly over forests, hills, mountains, so it does limit where we can go. But we'll get other modes of transmission that can get us over those hills and mountains. First, let's go walk over the top of this guy. According to ancient legends, somewhere in this world stands a magical tower. The tower stretches all the way into the sky. It is said those who brave the journey can reach the Olympian castle where God lives. Oh, okay, well, that sounds like a good place to go. That's kind of telling us where we need to go. And another person is going to tell us where to go, a better, another indication where that sky tower might be. And that'll be the guy at the Oasis. We're going to stop here at Grand Vania real quick because there's a few things we can grab here. All those gray doors that we encountered throughout the game, now that we have the magic key, we can open them up. We'll get some money and a meteorite armband. Like other meteorite armbands in the series, such as Dragon Quest III and Dragon Quest IV, the meteorite armband will double your character's agility, whoever equips it. So I'll give that to Cosmo, even though he's really not in the party. Because eventually when he does get in our party, we're going to want to, I guess, keep him there, so make him fast. So, I mean, he is the legendary hero after all. So we'll drop a few things. That Satan Helm we got, that's a special item. Well, it's the only time we can find that. It could be a drop from another enemy, but it's kind of rare, so we'll just drop that off. Drop off that Stone of Life, because we use that like for endgame equipment. Like I said, that if somebody uses the beat or defeat spell on you, and it works, rather than if you have a Stone of Life in your inventory, the stone will shatter rather than having your character be defeated. So I went to go outside to cast the return spell, but apparently you can't use return here in Grand Vania. So, well, we'll just have to walk out. Where am I going? Alright. Let's just head out of here. And then we're going to warp out to Ned's Inn. That's kind of on the inner sea. And it'll be a place where we can show off our brand new magic carpet. So one place that we're going to go to, that the game doesn't tell you to go to, but we saw it at the beginning of Generation 3, was Jigo's house. That's where King Bean was turned to a statue. I wonder how that guy got to his house, because it's in the middle of nowhere. But if you look at your world map, over to the southeast of Grand Vania is an island, still a little tiny island. That is where we rescued. I wonder how Sancho and the kids got here. I don't know, but here we go. Hey, remember this place? Oh, my dear son Jijo, where have you gone to? When Jijo left, feels like he took the life of the family with him. Oh, since Master Jijo has been gone, the Lord and Lady of this house have been so disheartened. If someone would be kind enough to bring back Lord Jijo. We will rescue him later on in the game. Much later. Remember, we were told that the monsters were like, oh, if this is the legendary hero, we'll take care of him. If not, we will just use him as a slave, a child slave. So, he is basically at that temple where Bean started Generation 2, Bean and Prince Harry, where they were being slaves to build that temple. But that temple's really, really high in the sky, and we can't reach it with the magic carpet. So we're going to have to find another way to get that high. We can use our magic carpet to first head over to the Metal King's place, drop off that one medal from that Barongo has sitting in his inventory. We're still short quite a few medals. The next thing we're going to get is the Falcon Sword for Pippin. So that's, I believe, 31 small medals. And we have 22 now. So there's some treasure chests back there. But in order to get to those treasure chests to open jail cell doors, you have to have the final key. Now you could get the final key right now if you want to, but it will require taking out a really tough boss, and for that fight you basically want to have Harriet and Cosmo, because Harriet will then be able to use the decrease spell and by kill, and Cosmo will have the increase spell, so we can lower the boss's defenses and also at the same time increase our defense and increase our attack power. So that's what we want to wait a little while, but we have more than enough things to explore. That guy mentioned to the north there's an island where there's a tower that used to reach into the sky. So that's your indication. That's where you need to go. Remember, that's they said that the people in Heven said to reach the Zenithian castle, we're going to have to use that sky tower. So basically, it's telling us, hey, go to the north. But before we do that, like I said, there's a bunch of equipment we want to get, equipment to buy. So we're going to have to, get some treasure and farm some enemies. And then equipment that we'll just be able to find and get for free, like the Zenithian helm. So right now, as we go through this area, people are kind of mainly saying the same thing as they did in the last generation, but there's a few new pieces of dialogue. And then we'll get a lot more new dialogue once we get the Zenithian helm. Remember the Zenithian helm? It's in the basement of the castle, and we can't enter the castle at night, but I wanted to show off all this different dialogue here. So that's why I just toned into night here. And then we'll just farm some monsters outside. I'll do that off screen, get some more money, and when I watch the reflection of the moon on the water, I feel like I escaped my past. Truth be told, I once was a dancer at Port Selmy, and get some money from fighting monsters outside. I'll tone it in the daytime, then I'll come back in and talk with the people during the day. And there's Clarice. Remember, she was that dancer in Port Selmy. That's another place we're gonna go to get some treasure. But we'll go down and talk to this guy first, though. The weapon shop. So yeah, she finally decided to come home, and now the guy's like, I'm never gonna let her go. So I just did one night of fighting monsters out there, just getting some experience. Now you'll see that some new people are out. Now it's the daytime. Time for legendary heroes coming from the castles near. Rumor goes, I'm a traveling bard on a slight break for the moment. See, my dream is to meet the legendary hero and sing him my song. Interesting enough, if we know that Cosmo was the legendary hero, but if we go around and talk to people, they do not acknowledge him as the legendary hero until he actually equips the Zenithian helm. The Zenithian helm, remember Bean tried to use it, but it was so heavy on his head. So basically we have to have Cosmo equip that, and then that'll prove that he's the legendary hero, because the Zenithian helm basically accepts him. And then the Queen will spread, the word that, the legendary hero's been found, and it's Cosmo, and then we'll get a lot of different dialogue change. But for now, I'm just going to talk with the people before the dialogue change, including the Queen, who will take Cosmo down to the basement to pick up the helm. Let's just step out. It's easier, shorter walk this way. Let's go to the weapon store. Weapon store and armor store are selling the same things that they did in the previous generation, so nothing to buy here. Like I said, all the stuff we want to buy to upgrade is all in Heven. We read for? My name is Khalees. I'm not that young anymore, so I thought I might try to make an honest living. My sister who ran away from home is finally home. Yay! Yeah, that's the problem when you're in a profession that relies on your body. It's like a young man's game, like professional sports and stuff like that. Even like actors and actresses. You're younger, you get more parts. Body can meet the physical demands, like in sports, and usually, like I said, when you're younger, you're in better shape, prettier, more attractive, and that's what people look for in like TV shows and movies. I'm a scholar interested in the legendary hero. It seems this Neethian blood flowed through the legendary hero. But other than that, I know not what happened to the legendary hero's bloodline. I doubt that anyone knows what became of that line. Well, we know that that line apparently came from Bianca. That's why I guess Bianca is, and Flora actually, that they're both, you really never know who their real parents are. That way, it doesn't matter which one you marry. They can say that, oh, because if Duncan was actually Bianca's real father, then Flora obviously couldn't be of the legendary line because they're not related. And likewise, if Flora was Master Ludman's actual daughter, then Bianca couldn't be of the legendary hero line because she's not related to Flora. So they obscure the bloodline by just basically having both of your wife choices, Bianca and Flora, being adopted. So we never get to find out who their real parents were. But we know who Cosmo's parents are, even though we're going to lie to the queen here. Visiting more, have you not? You are a being, yes? Since that day we met, I've been unable to turn you from my mind. Just days ago, I received a message from the heavens. The day of the legendary hero's coming is near. Is that little boy your son? No. I told you. If you say no, she says, please don't lie to me. I can read your thoughts. If you say yes, then she just says, I see, you have a son now. So you just skip that one line of dialogue. So I will just basically tell a little fib there. Once again, not like present fibs from Marty Mouse House, but a fib is in a little lie just to get that little dialogue. I just saw it doesn't change anything, it just gives you one extra line of dialogue if you don't tell the truth. In reality, you should always, try to tell the truth. So, be a good moral person. Let's head downstairs. Child is a Neethian helm. Once again, only the legendary hero may equip it. Cosmo, try the helm on. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen here? He's gonna put it on. It's too big! Oh, man. Place the helmet's too big on him. Suddenly, the helm began to shrink. This Neethian helm became the perfect size of Cosmo's head. Oh, by the gods, at long last. And finally, the legendary hero has come to us. Lord Cosmo, I beg you, please save the wolves in darkness. Come, let us break now. Let's go back now. We must inform the people. And this is where, like I said, we'll get some dialogue change. So, as you can see, the helmet is automatically equipped. So even if we didn't get rid of that iron helmet that we sold back in Heven, Cosmo would equip the helm, and just the iron helm would be just in our inventory. So that's why, like I said, I got rid of it right then and there. One less thing I have to carry around. Not that Cosmo's inventory is full, but I just like to have, OCD about my inventory. So now some of the people are going to change what they say here. Like, this guy, the blood of the heavens, has not died out after all. Now the world will be saved. And the guards and the guy training over there, they'll also change their dialogue. This lady, too. You know the legendary hero's finally appeared, and guess what? He's a cute little boy. Wait a minute, are you the legendary hero type person? Oh my, So she's, I guess, Cosmo's first big fan. And that lady reminds us that, yes, even though he's a legendary hero, he's still a young boy. So we need to protect Cosmo until he's ready to, really take on his duties. Now, he has some good equipment that'll help him out. Like I said, strong. Most of his Neethian equipment, all he's missing is the armor. But, he's still low in level. So we will be transferring him out for Barongo. Once again, the legendary hero's appeared. I gotta take extra good care of the flowers. After all, the legendary hero can drop by any time. Well, he's right in front of you, lady. So yeah, until, like I said, Cosmo and Harry gain some levels, we'll be relying on Sancho and Barongo. And potentially Pippin as well, once you get some stuff. Like I said, he'll get that good Falcon Sword that lets him attack twice. And unlike Falcon Sword from Dragon Quest II, where it only gives like +5, they're still making the Falcon Sword actually give decent attack power in these future games. So, won't be as good as a single target sword, but it will be much better overall, dealing damage. And it's good for also hunting like metal enemies, like the metal slimes, metal babbles, king metals, because you hit twice. You could have to pistol twice. So now that we know that Cosmo's a legendary hero, well, now this bard knows, we can listen to his song. If we say no, he's like, oh, he'll practice harder. Let's just hear his song. It's not very good, but we'll tell him that we like it anyway, so that he's really happy. You don't want to hurt his feelings. So, I guess that's an acceptable time to tell a little fib. Like I said, you don't normally want to lie, but that guy put a lot of heart and effort into that song, and we don't want to break his spirit. So he lets us know that Cosmo's mother, and that goes back to what I was saying earlier in the episode, that, you know, that's why both Bianca and Flora are adopted, so you don't really know who their actual parents are. So then that way both are able to be the, you know, descendant of the bloodline. It isn't confined to Duncan and Ludman's households. No, it's not just a dream. We are the legendary hero. And we got some new. The legendary hero, of course, has some adventuring to do. Like I said, all signs point to us heading north of this area to look for that tower that reaches up to the sky, to the potential Zenithian castle. But like I said, we have more exploration to do on the ground first, so we're going to be returning to much of the old towns that we've visited previously, and talk to the people there, maybe get some more information, and find out some other new treasures as well. So take care, have a good one. Thanks for following along, have a good day. Hope you had a good Christmas, and Happy New Year coming up. Bye.